Hi everyone, I'm Zina.
Hi, and I'm Vasil.
And we are the co-founders of Bulgaria Wine Tours.
In this video, we'll present to you one of our partner wineries, Burgozone. It's a Bulgarian winery located in the north of Bulgaria. We'll be actually presenting 3 of their wines from the Cote du Danube series. But before we get into that, Zina, can you tell us a bit more about the winery?
Sure. Burgozone is located on the 43rd parallel north, in the very north of Bulgaria, on the banks of the Danube River, facing Romania, which is on the other side of the river. It is a family winery that is also managed by the family members. It is an award-winning winery with award-winning wines. In fact, it has twice been awarded Golden Winery,
which is an award from the Bulgarian Ministry of Economy, annual award.
Mm-hmm. And they have over 100 medals from international wine competitions. This year, they're celebrating their 10th anniversary, but in fact, they started planting their vineyards 20 years ago. The name Burgozone comes from an ancient Roman fortress on the banks of the Danube River, which was built to protect the Roman Empire from invasions.
And it was also guarding an important Roman road called Via Istra.
The winery is about a 2.5-hour drive from Sofia, and the wine region where the winery is located is called the Danubian Plain. Vasil, can you tell us more about the terroir in this region?
Yes, the Danubian Plain is a large wine region covering most of the north of Bulgaria. In terms of geography, it has similar geographical location to Tuscany and southern Rome, actually. Speaking specifically about Burgozone, the soils of their vineyards are calcareous loess. I never say this word. Loess.
Loess.
The soil has good permeability, so that actually the roots of the vines can go deep into the ground, up to 10 meters even. Burgozone has 100 hectares of vineyards with 13 different varieties planted on them. The altitude of the vineyard varies between 130 meters, 180 meters above sea level. And what's interesting about the terroir Burgozone is that because of the river, because the Danube River, they have very quite large diurnal temperature differences, which means that the difference between daily temperatures and temperatures at night are quite large. And Zina, can you tell us a bit more about the wines and the grapes of Burgozone?
Sure. On the estate, they grow many different types of grape varieties. Most of them are French. So they grow Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Viognier, Pinot Noir, Marcellan, Merlot, Syrah, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, an interesting grape called Eziodola, which I hope I'm saying correct, Gimza and Tamyanka, which are 2 Bulgarian grapes. The yields are limited in the vineyards, and the grapes are always harvested by hand. The quantities of the wines they produce are also limited. The white wines are typically fresh and fruity, thanks to the proximity of the Danube River, and the red wines are usually very elegant and fruity, with a lot of finesse and typically a medium body. In fact, their signature style is fresh, fruity, and fine, which they call the 3 Fs. Yeah. So now let's talk more about the wines. Vasil?
So the 3 wines we'll be trying are from the Cote du Danube series. 1 white, 1 red, and 1 rosé. The Cote du Danube series, the grapes have limited yield. So from 1 hectare, on average about 40 hectoliters of wine are produced. The idea of the series is to be good on any occasion, with or without food. As you see, they're all with screw tops, so easy to open, easy to carry anywhere. The label represents the Danube River, and because the wine is located close to a natural reserve, the butterflies and the ladybugs that you can find in the vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that said, let's start with the first one. Okay, this is the first of the 3 wines we'll present from the Cote du Danube series, and this is their Viognier. It is a single variety wine. The Viognier is from their own vineyards, and the yield is limited to 40 to 45 hectoliters per hectare. The grapes are manually harvested and carefully inspected on a sorting table, and then the wine is fermented in stainless steel tanks. And then it is aged for at least 1 month in the tanks, sur lit.
Which means on the lees, on the fine sediments.
Mm-hmm. And I actually have a glass right here waiting for me.
Me too.
And so As you can see, it has a beautiful sort of a lemon color, some fresh aromas of citrus and stone fruits, and even some tropical fruits.
Yeah, definitely.
The taste is well structured and some notes of flowers. Very nice length and a pleasant aftertaste. You should serve this wine or consume it at about 10 to 12 degrees Celsius and consider pairing it with appetizers, fish, poultry, or seafood. So, the second wine, would you like to present it?
Sure. The second wine is a Rosé from Pinot Noir. And as you know, Pinot Noir is a cooler climate grape, a bit demanding to work with, but it's one of the signature grapes of Burgozone. And in fact, they have 4 clones of Pinot Noir, so their vineyard. So this is 100% Pinot Noir Rosé, limited edition of 2,500 bottles only. It's fermented entirely in stainless steel tank. And I also happen to have a glass right here.
Oh, me too.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
And the color is pink, like rose ashes. The aroma, you can find mainly red fruits in the aroma, like strawberries and cherries. It has nice minerality. And actually quite a long finish for rosé, I would say. Recommended serving temperature between 9 and 11 degrees. And the recommended food pairings range from appetizers to seafood and even desserts. Yeah, this would go nice with some desserts, I think. Mm-hmm. So Zin, would like to present the third wine.
Yes, so the last wine is also Pinot Noir, just a red Pinot Noir. And the yield here is limited to 45 hectoliters per hectare. The grapes are again hand harvested. Maceration and fermentation takes place in stainless steel tanks. And then the wine is aged for about 6 to 9 months in French and Bulgarian oak barrels. And what you get is a beautiful ruby red colored wine. Even some hints of violet in the color and some brick color nuances. And the aroma is intense, very lingering.
Yeah, quite long aroma.
Yeah, a lot of red stone fruits in the aroma. Smoke, dark chocolate, and vanilla. The taste?
Spicy.
Also intense, but lots of fruits. Lots of red fruits, black fruits. Good length and a very nice and long aftertaste with also aromas of smoke and vanilla. You can find those two things in the aftertaste as well. This wine, this Pinot Noir, should be served at about 15 to 17 degrees Celsius, and you can pair it with salmon, duck, barbecue, roasted meats, and even cheese.
All good things.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, all these wines, and not only these wines, but all of Burgozone's wines can be purchased in 20 countries spread across 4 continents. And you can visit Burgozone's website, which is shown down below, to see their selection and find out more about the winery. You can also write them an email, again shown down below, and follow them on their social media. The Facebook and Instagram handles are also shown down below. And with this, we would like to thank you for watching this video. And as we say in Bulgaria, na zdrave.
Na zdrave.